I trust your trip through the endless library was not too unsettling. The winding paths of Apocrypha can prove troubling to those unfamiliar with its preternature. Cypher's midden contains a wellspring of knowledge. Shall we begin our research? The ciphers of the Eye offer hospitality and refuge to mortals who arrive in Apocrypha, whether purposefully or by accident. However, I am reluctant to involve them in this endeavor. Fortunately, I have my own methods for conducting research. The contents of these stacks change from moment to moment, such is the nature of this realm's thirst for knowledge. I can prepare a spell scroll for each of us. As you said, all research scoured. You and Apocrypha, that is what...
This stack looks promising. The spell drew that book from the stack. Quick, grab it. An ancient tome describing lost memories barely remembered in a dream? Too bad you only retrieved a few pages. What a mess. Have they no respect for the written word? The book crumbled to dust. Hopefully the pages you recovered contain something relevant. Over here. See if that scroll Leronogatu actually works. It's almost as though someone is eliminating these books the moment you find them. At least you recovered something.
Another disturbance in the currents of fate, and what do I find? The Great Eye's mortal surrogate. Again. Once again, the water of fate ripples with unnatural disturbances. As if some huge clod tossed a rock into a still pond. And what huge clod do I find at the center of these ripples? The Great Eye's mortal surrogate. As I explained on the mortal plane, I am tasked with aligning wrinkles in the annals of fate. How I accomplish that is totally up to me. But when something alters fate's prescribed path, it makes ripples. Just like the one I followed here. Interesting. It would be good to know more about what the agents of Vermina and Periite seek in my master's realm. Did anything out of the ordinary occur while you were conducting your search? I was afraid of that. Whatever you're involved in may be beyond my jurisdiction. I suspect the secrets you hope to uncover fall under the direct protection of Apocrypha itself. The Great Eye has put precautions in place to keep them hidden. It means you have been given an impossible task, and it may taint my otherwise spotless record. This is not good. Not good at all. Take whatever you learned and bring it to Larimel the Wise. Hopefully she can make sense of this conundrum. Of course not. Why would you? You're only mortal. You were selected to help Hermaeus Mora save Apocrypha and Nirn. To do that, you must uncover the very secrets the Great Eye's enemies pursue. Secrets that can unravel reality as we know it. Obviously, everything of Apocrypha is of Hermaeus Mora. Only through the Great Eye's will could the sacred tomes be destroyed. You were chosen, and then I was unlucky enough to become involved. For good or ill, our fates have become tangled. For me to complete my task, you must succeed in yours. Which is clearly impossible since you can't overcome Apocrypha's protections. Which means you won't be able to save fate. So I suppose it doesn't really matter. Reality will unravel soon enough.
Friend, Larimel is waiting for you in her study.
Midden Stacks have been reluctant to yield the answers I had hoped for.
Apocrypha itself works against you. But the Great Eye's surrogate had some success.
Indeed. Show me, Prox. Is it true? Were you able to successfully gather research on the relic, the rite, and the lost dream? Every time I thought I found something relevant, it crumbled or burned up before I could examine it. So you experienced something similar? As though the Stacks were actively trying to keep the information hidden. Still, you managed to save some of the research. A reflection of your role as Fate's proxy, perhaps. Let me peruse these pages. This implies the relic was specifically created to reveal hidden secrets. Do these secrets pertain to the ancient Cipher's report regarding the dream of a lost memory? And this last one? Could the enemy be seeking the infinite panopticon? Only one of Hermaeus Mora's most secure repositories of secret knowledge. It exists within a pocket realm of Apocrypha, but the entrance constantly shifts locations. Of course, they must be using the Fulcrum Obscura to reach the panopticon. You and Gadain must use the part of the relic you possess to do the same as the enemy. Locate the entrance to the panopticon. There are cairns throughout the realm. Sprinkle this dust of conjunction on 3 of them, then let Gadain apply the relic. Applying the dust to the 3 cairns I marked on your map will form a matrix of magicka. Gadain shall use the relic on each. Then I can perform a ritual to locate the panopticon's entrance. A charm that will provide Gadain with some measure of safety as you travel through Apocrypha. Please keep him safe, Proxy. Even with the charm, he seems overly fragile. Each cairn should glow after the successful application of dust and relic. Research is often a series of trials and errors. But yes, this should work. In addition to its normal properties, the relic should also seek out its other half. After you activate the 3 cairns, return here. Then I shall complete the ritual. Gidane, take this charm. It shall mark you as my guest in Apocrypha, and keep you safe.
That's most thoughtful, Laramel. Thank you.
The infinite panopticon is kept hidden for a good reason, Laramil.
Which is why we must locate it and protect it from the enemy.
This is a sort of quandary that makes my tentacles twitch.
Do you think Laramil has read all these books? I suppose I just need to hold the relic out like so. It almost feels alive in my hand. It worked! Look how it glows!
Very smart. Laramil's tapping into the realm's currents of fate to find the Panopticon.
Laramil's amazing. Who else could help us find the Panopticon? Look! Another can. Give me a moment to focus the Fulcrum Obscura.
Dangerous this sort of ritual can be. Laramil's brave, I'll give her that.
Laramil's amulet can protect us both.
Wolfsbane and bitter tea should be in this pile. Are you going to help me or just watch your time drift away like usual?
The other keepers are never going to believe this. Usually, when we misplace a relic, we find it behind a couch in the Abbey. There's the final can. Get closer to me, friend. Dust applied. Now to use the relic. Oh my, it wriggled in my hand. All done. Let's return to Laramil's study and let her know she can proceed. Cans have been activated, Laramil.
Well done. Now, to complete the ritual. I feel the ebb and flow of apocrypha. Some guide me, others try to.
Laramil, do be careful.
Told you. Apocrypha doesn't give up its secrets without a price.
Got it! Curate Gidane's concern is the ritual directed me. Let me mark the location on your map. Go to the north. Do not strew it. Please make sure Curate Gidane returns to... Scrolls of Apocrypha. We found the entrance to the Infinite Panopticon. The ritual worked, Proxy. We located the entrance to the Infinite Panopticon. At least, until it moves again. Let us head inside and try to stop the hidden kindred from locating the secret they seek. I know not which of our enemies have entered the Panopticon, but the ritual latched onto both the hidden entrance and the other half of the Fulcrum Obscura. They must have used the relic to find this place, not unlike how we did it. Legends say the Panopticon is an endless labyrinth of rooms and passages, but nothing inside conforms to reality as we know it. It protects some of Hermaeus Mora's most precious secrets, and powerful guardians roam its lengths. Shall we proceed? Prepare yourself, Proxy. We should both be able to withstand a short visit to the Panopticon, but that does not mean we can ignore the dangers. Steel your mind and harden your will. When you are ready, let us head inside. We know they seek details concerning a lost dream, and they plan to use a rite from a black book to recover it. But first they must determine where it is stored. I assume that is what they hope to learn in the Panopticon, the dream's location. They believe so, and with the Fulcrum Obscura they can sift through the infinite secrets locked within until they find the exact one they require. We must get inside and prevent them from accomplishing that. We have entered the Infinite Panopticon. But where are the catalogers?
That hunger is native to Apocrypha. See how it shifts between the layers of reality? Attack while it's shifting, and its energy can power my ghost. Let's instant focus to use my ghost sight. Use my ghost sight to strike through. Not bad. But without my ghost sight, you probably wouldn't have survived that.
Careful, Proxy. I sense corruption in the air.
Right. This malignancy allows the corrupted guardians. The space between you destroyed one sensor of corruption, but I sensed more above us.
What did you do, Proxy? The corruption has lessened, but it persists.
my ghost sight. There's something nearby. Another sensor destroyed. Without my ghost sight, you'd never find them.
Well done. The corruption's hold weakens.
Hostilities ended. Now, relax. Get one more sensor to restore. Use my ghost sight. That was the last sensor. The corruption should clear on its own now.
Whatever you just did, I sense the corruption fading away. Let us talk. Whatever you did, it worked. The corruption dissipates. I believe so. He has somehow combined the power of dream with the power of pestilence to shift between the layers of this reality. They are here, but not here. Effectively hidden from the all-seeing gaze of Hermaeus Mora. The power of the ritual we use to locate the Panopticon lingers. We can use it to focus on the portion of the Fulcrum Obscura that Torvasad and Blightcrown carry. We can follow its trail directly to them. I shall concentrate the residual power of my ritual into a final tracking spell. Follow where the energy leads. They carry the Fulcrum Obscura through this door. Hermaeus Mora has set a guardian gaze to protect the way ahead. We must divert its attention to cross the chamber. Peridot ruin, reeking of disease. Is this how they distracted the Guardian gaze?
The Guardian's vision is similar to my ghost sight. Nothing escapes its notice.
Look, another room.
Of leather. Activate all of the corrupted rooms and we should be able to sneak past the eye.
Through the portal to the north.
See how the fulcrum vibrates? What we seek is here.
Another eye? It looks like all the others to me.
Have faith, diseased one. This eye contains the memory of the dream we seek.
Then let's get this over with. I can't hide us between the layers of reality much longer.
Ah, fate's mortals. I have no wish to harm you. Turn back and let us finish what we started.
They dare enter one of Hermaeus Mora's forbidden memories. We must follow them. Let me open a portal.
Proceed carefully. Between the energy here and Blightcrown's manipulation of reality, Laramil's portal could behave erratically. I knew it! We're not where Laramil intended, and now she's missing. Spellcasting should be left to the professionals. Eye of Hope, Laramil's portal deposited us on the ceiling. I knew it! Blightcrown's manipulation of the layers of reality caused Laramil's spell to splinter. Well, step on through. Hopefully we'll reach the layer we're looking for.
Take you!
Traversing different layers of reality is disconcerting. Quick, into that portal! This one doesn't get us there. I'm going to start making things explode. Finally! The Eye of Mora, the walkway above us. transparent as I am. And look, there's Torvasad.
We're in a memory of Hermaeus Mora, mortal. Here, no harm may befall us. I suggest we use this opportunity to confer. When dealing with matters of fate, meetings such as this are inevitable. Know that I am Torvasad, and know that we need not be adversaries in these matters. I simply seek an ancient dream, barely remembered. Lost knowledge, nothing more. Is that what Hermaeus Mora and his high elf lackey told you? Can you imagine any revelation that possesses such power? No. This is about keeping secrets, hoarding knowledge, stealing memories. Hermaeus Mora, the great miser of oblivion. All I have is fragments of a dream. Even Vermina could not help me recall it. But we remembered enough to get us this far. Hermaeus Mora stole this knowledge from us. I do not wish to harm you, mortal. To harm anyone. But I will learn the truth. The pompous mortal riddled with disease. The memory rejected him. We entered together, but I stand here, alone. Except for you. But worry not for Periite's priest. Blightcrown has skills. It should be a simple matter for him to return to Nirn. I will continue my search. You, however, should turn back. Wandering the memories of a Daedric prince is dangerous for one such as I. For you, such a journey will most likely prove fatal. I would hate to see Fate's Chosen reach such an ignoble end. Heed my words, mortal.
If I learned anything as a Telvanni Magister, it's this. When a Dremora tells you to go right, you go left. Let's see what this memory contains. Dream carvers. Prince Vermina's pet Dremora clan. Those are Vermina markings on the walls.
Extraordinary. Astounding. Congratulations. have an accord.
I won't let you do this, Fate Forger!
It is already done. You will forget this ever happened. Everyone will. It is the only way to preserve reality.
Damn you, Mora! Damn! No!
A spell to make all of reality forget. I can barely imagine. Come on. We need to find Torvasad.
Now you know of Hermaeus Mora's grand betrayal. Once I restore Vermina's statue, the process of restoring the memory will begin. I suggest you defend yourself, mortal.
Prince of dreams and nightmares.
Destroy the heretic!
Make better choices.
Your reckless actions threaten all of reality. This memory is changed. Chosen, speak with me. I erased all evidence of this moment. and of the events that led to the loathsome action I was forced to perform. But I could not strip it from my own memory. And now that misstep has borne bitter fruit. What did the Dremora tell you, Chosen? Torvasad spoke true. Forbidden knowledge and secrets are my prime concern. Much of what I hoard serves to protect all the realms of existence. This particular secret, however, must stay forgotten. Even this slight recollection threatens reality. Torvasad found a way to slip past the eyes that see all, into the memory he should have had no ability to access. And yet, here we are. He restored that which I destroyed. And now this recollection is no longer forgotten. The threads fray, but have not yet snapped. Torvasad and my enemies recall a fraction of the memory, but the most devastating secret remains locked away. Return to your allies. The situation can still be salvaged if you and Laramil work together. Use this portal and return to Laramil's study. We will talk again soon.
There you are. When the opportunity to enter a place of forbidden knowledge was snatched from me, the frustration was nearly overwhelming. Oh, well. Tell me what you saw inside the memory, Proxy. Ah, the event that began this cavalcade of fate. Of course, such drastic measures must have been taken for good reason. The one who knows keeps referring to the unraveling of reality if we fail in our efforts. What else did you experience? With that level of power, Torvasad is clearly more than your average Dremora. Much more. Does that mean the secret has been remembered? Have we failed? Shall reality begin unraveling all around us? then only some of the lost memory has been restored. The most dangerous portion of the secret must still be hidden. Very well. If you plan to honor your contract and still want to help save Apocrypha and Nirn, I shall assist you as best I can. I would have it no other way, Proxy. We followed Hermaeus Mora's enemies from one end of Apocrypha to the other, and we learned what they seek. You have done well, and the one who knows wants to reward your efforts. Take this. Then, we shall see. What you described. How could Torvasad change a memory of Hermaeus Mora? How could he alter what happened so long ago? Such a power should not exist. This sensation. Bafflement. I do not care for it. Torvasad has allies as well. Master Shell Rennie, Vermina, and Periite. Blightcrown and the hidden kindred cultists. They seek to restore memories stolen from them by Hermaeus Mora. And from what you saw, Torvasad has started the restoration process. Yes, most puzzling. Torvasad's next step must involve the right Master Shell Rennie seeks to draw from Meln's Black Book. Return to Necrom and find Curate Gadain. See what Shell Rennie is up to. Meanwhile, I have other inquiries I wish to explore. Remember, as long as Shell Rennie possesses the Black Book, she can complete her rite. If they fully unlock this forgotten secret, multiple realms are doomed. I shall meet you at the bookshop in Necrom after I complete my investigations. Torvasad and Blightcrown could be anywhere, but Master Shell Rennie has roots in the Telvanni Peninsula. If anyone can help you navigate the complexities of the Dunmer Great Houses, it is Curate Gadain. Investigating Shell Rennie is our best option. Perhaps. That is one of the possibilities I plan to explore. However, Torvasad demonstrated powers unheard of for a typical Dremora. He may have other abilities. I need to proceed with caution. And Blightcrown serves Peryite, another obstacle. A cult composed of followers of Vermina and Peryite, princes that usually work against each other, may be easier to uncover. I shall see what I can learn from my contacts among Hermaeus Mora's faithful. We will succeed, Proxy. We have to. Blightcrown and Shelrenny concocted the dream affliction with the help of Vermina and Peryite. It allowed them to avoid detection by shifting into alternate layers of reality. It even affected Mora's guardians. And we know they plan to improve it. If they can perfect their formula, what better way to steal the most dangerous secret in Apocrypha than from under the gaze of the one who knows? But if we can stop Master Shelrenny and they cannot find the secret they seek, it shall not matter. Perhaps. That is one of the possibilities I plan to explore. However, Torvasar demonstrated powers unheard of for a typical Dremor. A cult if they can perfect... This portal will return you to Necrom, Proxy.
Master Shelrenny murdered me to avoid the scrutiny of the Assembly of Masters. What else might she do to further her ambitions?
That Torvasard has even succeeded to this extent is astonishing. What might the Fate Weaver Key see along his loci, I wonder?
Ouch!
Mortal returns. I thought I recognized that wrinkle in the fabric of fate.
I hoped Laramil would be with you. We have news. Scroot and I uncovered the most interesting news. The Assembly of Masters learned of Master Shelreni's recent activities and has called for a conclave. They plan to strip her of her rank and expel her from the house. It's complicated. The Assembly of Masters consists of just their mouths. The actual Masters rarely leave their towers, and never to meet with their rivals. A conclave, however, is a different story. The Masters themselves are compelled to attend. Don't you see? When they convene the Master's Conclave, Shelreni must be on hand to contest the charges. So, we know where we can find her and when. At Tel Hulan, the Tower Hall in Old Isra. As a curate, I think I can get us into the Conclave by claiming official Necrom business. House Telvanni prefers to stay on our good side, so they rarely ask too many questions of the Keepers of the Dead.
Curate or not, he'll never get into the Conclave bearing the mark of a Daedric prince. Not without my help. Underestimate Shelreni at your own peril. And do not think to just walk into a Telvanni stronghold reeking of Hermaeus Mora. Either Shelreni's Daedric allies or the Conclave's own protections will spot you the moment you step across the threshold. Of course. Wasn't I the greatest magister of my time? If not for my desire for solitude, I would have been the Archmagister. Unfortunately, my spectral body isn't good for anything these days. You'll need to serve as my hands for this to work. Return to Telrentis. Around my tower, you'll find the components necessary to assemble a passable cloak of omission. Look for dried hoaxwort, a lamia-scale shawl, and an illusion tincture of my own creation. I'll tell you more when we get there.
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra.
I should have made a map. Curses and corporeal existence. I can see why most ancestors move on instead of haunting their descendants. My mortal memories are much harder to recall than I anticipated. I don't remember where to find those components. Not exactly. Of course not. I buried the components we need in separate caches on the tower grounds. I just can't remember exactly where I put them. No matter. With your assistance, I'm sure we can find the right spots. Use my ghost sight. It will reveal the hiding places. Remember, Tel'Rendis is my place of power, despite Shalreni's attempts to make it her own. Here, I can easily use my magic through you, as long as you're willing. I placed sigils at the spots, but on a different layer of reality. Use my ghost sight, and you should be able to see them. The caches are buried beneath those locations. When you get close to a spot I recognize... There, see my sigil? I always liked this layer of reality. Dig here. Be able to see my sigils through my ghost sight. Look around. Use my ghost sight here. Remember this old workbench. We can prepare the Cloak of Omission here. Good work. Now place the shawl. Place the components one at almost done. Now sprinkle the tincture. Excellent. Now take the Cloak of Omission. Go ahead and try it on. You look amazing. Barely a hint of a data connection. I should explain the particulars, though. Not a bad bit of work. You follow directions well. And the cloak looks perfectly dashed. Did I? I don't recall. But if you're asking about the Cloak of Omission, it can only shield you from so many scrying attempts. Eventually. Now that you mention it, yes. Giden can get you on the access list, but you must play your part. Dunmer laws are labyrinthine, Telvanni especially. You need to invoke the proper statue to avoid suspicion. Just say the following to the sentry at the door. I hereby invoke the 26th statute of the Necrom Agreement, and then demand entry to the Conclave. Can you remember that? Once we get in... What could Shalreni be thinking? Because you're not a Telvanni. That particular statute, and tell them what? If you even imply that any Telvanni would require the help of an outsider, you'd insult them at best or get arrested, if not immediately challenged to a duel of spells. Believe me, do you honor... Tell Hulan, the Tower of Halls, home to the Assembly of Masters. Remember to invoke the statute when you demand entry, and put on the cloak.
Know that, Drew? As Master Shalreni's mouth, you are prohibited from entering the Conclave.
But I must warn the Masters.
Don't worry. Your treacherous master will be dealt with soon enough.
You must warn the other Masters. I can no longer stand by and do nothing while Master Shalreni continues along this dark path. You probably shouldn't, but that doesn't mean I'm lying. I admired Shalreni for her skill and power. Thought she would help me rise in the ranks. But her ambition and contempt for her fellow Telvanni will doom us all. Master Shalreni made a deal with not one, but two Daedric princes. She plans to use their help to eliminate all who oppose her so she can become Archmagister. The Masters won't listen to me. I'm not sure.
The Master's Conclave is in session. All other business is on hold. Come back later. Necrom, Let me see. Ah, yes. You're listed as Curate Godane's attending clerk. Very good. You may go inside. I expect you'll find the curate in the Assembly antechamber, as the attending Magister declared the Conclave for Masters only.
There's Curate Godane.
Really, I must...
I insist, Curate. You do realize I wield considerable influence as Master Norvora's mouth.
Of course, but...
I could do much for you and the Keepers. Now tell me, what do you think of my book?
That's Master Norvora's mouth. We need to extract Godane this instant.
The Curate and I are busy, outsider. I am eager to... How strange. As no one but Masters are allowed inside, Master Norvora explicitly told me to wait out here until after the Conclave. Well, obviously Master Norvora needs her spellbook. No Master should ever meet her peers without being totally prepared. I'll go and...
Thank you, my friend. Follow me. I know a place where we can talk privately. We can speak freely here. You arrived not a moment too soon, my friend. Before they decided to seal the hall, and I was trapped in that dreadful conversation with Mouth Elar, I found what we needed. Master Shalreni is here, and being held under guard until the Conclave begins. And now we come to the problem. Magister Gothran arrived from Sadrith Mora to oversee the Master's Conclave. He immediately expelled all but the Telvanni Masters and placed a ward on the door. Sadly, disabling a ward placed by a Magister is beyond my capabilities. If you have any ideas, please, share.
A Magister? To counter Magister magic, eh? Good idea. Let's go disable the ward. A ward needs anchors. Use my Gussie them. One on either side of the door. I'll lend you my power to disable them. Magister Gothran is good, but I'm better. Let's enter the assembly hall.
This is a closed session. What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Now, Gothran, surely such restrictions don't apply to a Magister and his proxy.
Meln the Mouthless, a spirit. No matter. I will not tolerate your antics.
Nothing in our statutes precludes a dead Magister from participating in a conclave. Now, Hear what my proxy has to say.
Very well. Step forward. You stand on shaky ground, mouth for the mouthless. What's so important that Magister Meln dares interrupt this closed session of the Master's Conclave? And Magister Meln thought us so ineffective that he had to swoop in and save the day? How presumptuous of him. Do you really think one rogue master is a match for this assembly? So I heard. Hence the reason I decided to leave my comfortable tower and come all this way to personally take charge of this conclave. The masters will hear the charges, question the subject, and render swift judgment. Is that why you're here? To add another charge to Shelreni's list of crimes? Then so noted. Perhaps that's why she turned herself over without any fuss or bother, so that she can plead for mercy. Perhaps I'll be lenient. Perhaps not. Enough of this nonsense. I listened to the concerns of your Magister and heard his allegation. Now we are finished. Meln may stay if he wishes. That is his right. But you and the curate should go and leave us to our work.
Over here. I forgot how boring my so-called peers can be. Pity Shelreni didn't eliminate a few more of my rivals before we noticed. But your master, Meln. I have fond memories of his many antics. That's why I wanted a word with you. Your master has delayed these proceedings long enough. Master Shelreni reached above her station and must be dealt with. Anything that postpones that and increases the time I must spend in the company of my so-called peers will not be tolerated. Murder, you say? That is serious. I suppose anything can be expected from a master who makes pacts with Daedra. We really need to strip her of her rank and exile her. Well, if you must see her, she's being held in a meeting room down the East Hall.
I don't understand this necessity for debate. If it were up to me, we'd get right to the vote. Nothing anyone has to say will change my mind about Shelreni. Now then, is Magister Meln really dead? Meln may have confused Magister Gothran, but there's no provision for a dead Telvanni participating in a conclave. It's just not done. Is that a threat? Master Morena led Shelreni through the East Door for making similar pronouncements only a few moments ago. If that can happen to a master, imagine what's in store for a lowly mouth like you.
Alright, I just gotta say it. No offense, but none of y'all are shit. I'm not even fucking level 12 yet, and I would still mop the floor with all of you motherfuckers. All at once, too. Just keep in mind that.
There's a meeting just to the right. This must be where they're holding her.
Shelreni's gone. What's that tipped over bottle over there? That's your essence of dream. Let me cast a spell to see what's happened here.
What was that? Just a little gift from the Prince of Dreams. Soon you will do exactly as I say. You won't get away with this. I already have.
Something's going on. The starting.
Let's do this.
It's held in the Master's private hall.
You stand accused of conspiring against your fellow Telvanni. Murdering Mel Malcolms and consorting with Daedric princes. How do you feel?
A Telvanni doesn't believe. But I will kill you all before I take my sacrifice. How can you understand?
Selrendi, cease your actions this instant.
Use my gift sight to disable the wards to get down there.
Finally awake. Thank the ancestors. I thought Shelreni killed you.
We should talk about them. The mouth of the mouth. I suppose you want me to say that you and Mel were right. That I should have taken Shelreni's threat more seriously. Well, let's pretend I said that and move on to what needs to happen next. Yes, quite a display. She used the conclave to only announce her intentions. Her spell would have killed everyone, and positioned her to challenge the Archmagister for rulership of the house. Luckily, I was on hand to save the local masters. Shelreni may be a powerful master, but I am a magister of the Telvanni Council. It was a simple matter to deflect her attack while the conclave was placed. Then, I stabilized the portal she fled through, assuming you would want to follow. Really now, who do you think Mel consulted when he first invented his cloak of omission? I see the mark of Mora on you. House Telvanni wants no part in the machinations of Daedric princes. Just make sure to kill Shelreni when you find her. Master Morena revealed her inadequacies when she allowed herself to be captured. The other masters survived. In both cases, House Telvanni won. If you plan to chase Shelreni, I suggest you leave now. I'm not going to hold that portal open forever. In all honesty, no. In case you haven't noticed, we of House Telvanni are a superior lot. Sentiment and mercy rarely factor into our actions. Now, step lively. That portal will close as soon as my attention wavers. Ooh, I feel a yawn coming on.
I love his sarcasm, but he's still an asshole.
This ancient ruin. Those markings.
I think when we visited the memory evidence, I know Laura.
Anything relevant in those papers? Was there anything in those... So they sent the malachite mined from the Alavelis quarry here. This must be where that original memory took place. Was there anything in those papers? So this must be...
We must stop completing this rite.
And Master Moreno, we need to free her.
In my right hook. Looks like she'll got past my safeguards. That's
Away! Take it from us all!
And one of you will serve just as well as a sacrifice.
No need to involve outside of Silveretti. Accept your sacrifice, and deems you a worthy vassal.
I will grudge, but soon yours is justice be.
With this vessel, I can enter a path and strike at your heart. With me, my faithful!
How to warn a pocket. Let's return to the Necrom binder and find Ryan.
Don't sleep in all of the reports to Necrom.
Neither Scrooge nor I can feel Hermaeus Mora's presence. We both find this unsettling. Good. You are here. Both Scrooge and I felt a sudden disturbance in the tides of fate. Something terrible has happened in Apocrypha. And Scrooge and I no longer feel the presence of the one who knows. Another significant event in the annals of fate, and I missed it. But Master Shalreni is dead. And Vermina did what? Start from the beginning, Foxy. What happened with the Masters so that was Shalreni's plan? Use whatever power the Princess provided to eliminate her rivals and move up in rank. I am glad she failed. But what happened after that? And Blightcrown decided to complete the rite anyway by sacrificing Shalreni instead. Ruthless, but in keeping with the follower of Periite. And you say this allowed Vermina to possess Shalreni's corpse. What happened next, Coxie? They cannot. Not usually. Hence all the trouble that Torvasard and his allies went through to reach this point. At least you saved the Telvanni Masters and recovered Mel's Black Book. Well done. While I ponder next steps to take this, you earned it. Both Scrooge felt the tides of fate churned and boil. Worse, neither of us even able to commune with her Mora since the Black Book's rite was completed at Vermina's shrine. And you say you saw Shalreni's body walk into Apocrypha. Giving Vermina access to Apocrypha and a host to work through. They must know where to find the memory they seek, or they have a good idea where to look. Apocrypha is infinite. Without fate to guide us, we are lost in the dark without a candle. Lightcrown and Torvasad have ways to avoid detection. Only one viable option presents itself. We must ask Master Shelreni whether Mina has taken her body. Will you see this through, Proxy? Before the disaster more of us saw comes to pass. Fortunately, we have two conduits to spirits not yet bound for Aetherius at our disposal. Magister Meln and Curate Gadain. Speak to Meln first. He obviously knows what happens when a Temple mage dies. Aetherius is the immortal plane. When a person dies, their spirit moves on to that realm unless something prevents that from happening. A violent death, perhaps. Or because the spirit still has tasks left undone. Shelreni, what Hermaeus Mora foresaw was always about an assault on Apocrypha. Then Mina and her allies want to recover the memory that was stolen from them. But the way she's going about it will doom us all. We need to determine her destination and stop her. You know how you can feel the warmth and know the sun is above you, even if you never look up. That is what Scrooge experiences every day in the service of her master. And what I see when I commune with the one who knows. Now, it just feels empty. Perhaps. We know Blightcrown used a corrupting combination of pestilence and dream to avoid detection in the Panopticon. And he was trying to increase its potency. Maybe the right will open a path. Maybe cut Mora off from his own realm. What Hermaeus Mora foresaw was always about an assault on Apocrypha.
Learn those ideas one by one. Master Shelreni has the answer we seek, and I know how to reach her. No two bodies master worth their weight in quantum cattle would relinquish their hold on this plane without a fight. I have no doubt in contact Master Shelreni's spirit. Whether it can get her to cooperate, that's an entirely different matter. As the curate can tell you, Necrom forbid summoning the dead. But there's no regulation against the dead choosing to speak to you. We don't have to summon Shelreni's spirit. We can go to her simply request an audience. Same place she found me. In her tower, of course. We must go to tell the road and search her sanctum. If her spirit lingers, she'll haunt there. Though, I'm better take the Dane with us. If she's become a vengeful spirit, his expertise might be required.
Mel. We can't just summon the dead whenever we please. It's forbidden.
Yes, summoning is not your order. But if the spirit is already there...
If I helped you, I could jeopardize my standing.
We would not ask for something if the situation is not dying.
Of course,
I'll return to Apocrypha. See if I can find anyone who wants to spirit. Not think I've got anything better to do.
Good luck on the road, my friends. Return here with whatever you learn.
Dealing with displaced spirits is very much frowned upon by parties of the court. I help, because the stakes are great, but it goes against every iota of my training. That's an aspect of our beliefs, but not the primary component. And it's different when you visit the catacombs and a spirit appears before you. I suppose if Shelreni decides to speak to us, that shouldn't violate the Codex too badly. Indeed. The recently departed are often confused, and their confusion can turn violent. I much prefer to deal with the spirits of our ancient ancestors. They may be cantankerous, but they've had enough time to reconcile to their undead existence.
You there. You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk?
worn out.
Where's the keeper? He should have been here by now.
Tower's locked tight. We need another way inside.
Telvonic towers always have more than a single ingress and egress. Look around. Over there. Just maybe. There. Easy enough to manage the master's ward. Let's go inside. Shellreni's private study. Her presence strong here. My ghost sight allows you to see it. Move closer, and I'll try to get to the manifest fully.
Let me try to calm her.
To see how far the mighty Shellreni has fallen? I would have led House Telvon. I would have led House Telvon to new heights. Instead, I lost everything. All my work unfinished. My legacy in ruins. You and the duplicitous Daedric princes. Now why in the name of my despicable ancestors would I even consider such a notion? You're my enemy. I'm content to sit back and watch as Vermina and Arian steal back whatever they think Hermaeus Mora took from them. You know nothing of the Telvani outsider or of me. But I will admit that I hate it when a greater power remains on a mutually advantageous agreement. Frankly, my role in all this was more difficult than what I requested of the princes. I decrypted Mel's black book, perfected light ground subterfuge concoction, and performed the rite that gave Vermina access to Apocrypha, and all for a simple favor. Eliminate my competition, and elevate me to the rank of Archmagister.
I see what you did there.
Clever.
Clever.
I suppose
I've been taken off the board.
A bit of revenge on my part is probably
Seeks
lies to the infinite panopticon.
Torvasad will lead her there.
It started with Torvasad and his dream of something lost long ago.
He needed someone to acquire Mel's black book and perform the rite. In return, he would help me achieve my dream of becoming Archmagister, as long as I pledged myself to Vermina.
Torvasad behaves like a broker, bringing disparate parties together for mutual benefit.
In truth, I now believe this is all about Torvasad. He has his own agenda. Anyway, he convinced the princes to set aside their differences and work together.
Truth be told, I never much cared. All I wanted was to do what was asked of me and get my reward.
Instead, I got a dagger in the back from that disgusting blight crowd. They believe her Mayor's Mora stole something from them. From all of us, really. It involves Torvasad's dream. He had vague visions of a Vermina shrine, believed it was important. So he asked Vermina to help him recall the entire dream. When she failed, he expanded his list of allies. That's where the hidden kindred came in. Look, maybe Mora stole Torvasad's favorite recipe. I wouldn't put it past the Prince of Fate. He collects knowledge like House Lalo hoards gold. All I know is Vermina and Period want the memory back, but Torvasad wants it more.
Science, you say? Then my enhanced subterfuge concoction worked.
I told the Light Crown I could do it.
I took the Light Crown to mix of disease and dream, and with a few adjustments to the right, enhanced its ability to hide them 1,000-fold.
If Mora has gone silent, it means it affected him too. Cut him off from his own realm. Am I a genius or what? Oh, fear not. You can't separate a Daedric prince from their realm for very long. Should last just long enough for Vermina to get whatever she's after. Of course, who can say what will happen when a realm and its prince are sundered even briefly?
I can't absolve you of your transgression, Spirit, but I can grant you peace.
Eternal disappointment, more likely.
Let's return to Necrom and tell Laramil what we learned.
calm yourself, Scroot. I am sure... Scroot returned from Apocrypha with disheartening news, while my efforts at research have been marginally effective at best. Tell me you have something better to report, Proxy. The Infinite Panopticon. First they sought a memory to alter. Now they seek... what? Another memory? And can they even find the entrance again? Well, we have a destination. Now all we need is a plan. What research I was able to accomplish tells me that Vermina will be a formidable opponent. But in order to enter Apocrypha without Mora's consent, she requires an anchor and a shield. In this case, Master Shalreni's body. That will be her undoing. Shalreni's body is mortal. If we destroy it, I do not believe that even Blightcrown's concoction will hide Vermina from the one who knows. Of course, there is also the matter of Apocrypha gone amok. But one problem at a time, I think. Gadain, this will be dangerous. I would feel better if you remain here, out of harm's way.
I swore to retrieve the relic, and I can't stand the thought of you facing this danger without me. All of you.
Collaborator? Confrere?